It is 6 defeats on the bounce at home at Anfield. That is 6. We have to talk about 6 today. It goes from terrible to catastrophic to disastrous to apocalyptic for Liverpool. 6 defeats at Anfield on the bounce. When will the rot end? When will Jurgen Klopp galvanate his players to have a bounce back? It's Champions League or bust this season now for Liverpool Football Club. Smash the like button, hit the share button. Here we go. Liverpool Football Club 0, Fulham in a massive relegation battle 1, and it is 6 defeats, as we say, on the bounce at Anfield for Liverpool Football Club. Fulham put themselves joint on points with 17th place Brighton. They're only behind them on goal difference. Brighton do have a game in hand, so what a result for them. But Liverpool, this is beyond bad form. This is beyond turmoil. This is a legitimate problem. It's okay losing to City. It's okay losing to Chelsea. But Burnley, Brighton, Fulham have all gone to Anfield, stopped them from scoring, stopped them from creating. Yeah, they hit the post today. Really good shot at the beginning of the second half from Jota. And they had the majority of the ball. But Liverpool, they look limp. It is impotent football. Floppy. How? I thought that system managers, no matter who plays, the system reigns through. No. Comes down to one simple thing with Liverpool, mentality, and it's gone. The Liverpool mentality, the courage is gone from this team. The never say die attitude. And more importantly, that feeling of invincibility is completely and utterly gone. It was the first time in the club's history they lost 5 on the bounce. Of course, it's brand new history making today with 6 on the bounce for Liverpool. But when is it going to end? It is dire right now. Monsieur Ahmed with a comment says, Terry, Klopp is staying on borrowed time because he won us the league and Champions League. I don't want him sacked, but any other team he would be managing, he'd be sacked. Do people think Jurgen Klopp is in sackable form right now? Is that how bad it is? Do you think Jurgen Klopp can turn it around? Make sure you're smashing that like and share button for us, though. Really, really important that you get that done. Comment here from a Liverpool fan says, well done, Fulham. That needs to be pointed out as well, because Fulham did do very well today. They played impeccably. So they deserve nothing but credit. They do. How many games have Liverpool lost at Anfield in a row? Let's talk about 6, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. That's maybe. Let's talk about 6. I mean, Liverpool being 6, there's so many memes on the way for Liverpool because 6 is such an iconic number at the football club. There's no doubt. Get your super chats in as well. One here from C says, never thought I'd see the day where Liverpool can't beat Fulham and them, man. I like that. That's a good bit of banter there. It's true, though. Liverpool got beat by Brighton and Fulham. They got beat by them, man. Klopp's teams get burnt out. It happens everywhere he goes. And that's the point there from Harris. Liverpool fans, do you think this is it? Is this it now? Is this where Liverpool are and are going to be for the foreseeable future? Is Klopp gone? Is Klopp finished? We've got lots of Liverpool fans backstage. LFC Sunny's with us. Safe is here. Rams here. Also got Latimus, Igal, and David. We're here for the next sort of 40 minutes or so. Make sure you're smashing the like button, sharing this stream as well. Winner Paul says, my brain hurts. Can't process this. I think the most important thing for you to do is change your username, sir. I think you need to change that username. Maybe that will be the turning. Maybe that will be the start of the butterfly effect that is needed. A comment here says, Monsieur, you have to get rid of Klopp. As an Arsenal fan, when we played you at home, we slap you. I mean, is it Arsenal next? Is it Arsenal next for Liverpool? I don't know. I haven't looked. If it is Arsenal, nah, you can't have Arsenal do it as well. Imagine Arsenal come there and do it. Imagine. No, it can't be. I'm checking now what the next game is, Liverpool. What is the next game? Oh, they've got Leipzig. So we'll just put that aside for a minute, right? Let's go EPL. EPL fixtures. It's Wolves away, then Arsenal away. It's mad. But are they even going to make the Champions League now? It's all about, the Champions League's got to be the focus, because top four is falling away week in, week out. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. We're going to go to some of the callers to get them on. We're going to get the Liverpool fans on first. So I'm just sharing a few. I'm looking at these comments. It's at home. They're away. Aaron LFC here says that lineup today was disrespectful to Fulham. With how bad we have been, no excuses. The team looked dead today. I just want to play on Wednesday to get away from Anfield. Do you know what? I think the team was rotated with Wednesday in mind. All the eggs are going in the Champions League basket. But this is a nail in the coffin for the system prats. The system prats. A good system works no matter who plays in it. No, a system works when you have consistently at the highest level, when you have top quality players that are in consistent form. If strikers stop scoring and you have to play Williams and Phillips at the back, the system falls apart, bro. Imagine being a dickhead. Imagine being the dickhead that thinks a system works regardless of what player you've got in it. Sorry, it makes me laugh out loud that people actually believe that this season. A system works no matter who plays in it. Can you imagine? Lost the dressing room. The Podfather thinks Klopp has lost the dressing room. Get your comments in right about now. We're going to the board. Stroke the panel. We've got to get them on. We've got to get them on to see what they get Jurgen flop. I was waiting for that one. Jack here says, I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't think we'll finish 6th. Is that a joke? 6. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm overreading this. I'm seeing 6 everywhere I go. Speaking of 6, Man United are probably going to concede 6 now. I'm laughing at Liverpool, but there we go. Let's get the panel on, people. Let's do this. Afternoon, gentlemen. Another defeat for Liverpool. 6 on the bounce. I want to go first of all to LFC Sonny, back with the terrace today, mate. What's wrong? What's wrong?
You just said that top 4 was falling away. But top 4 fell away a long time ago. A long time ago. We don't start playing football until the second half. See that plane that flew over Anfield? We didn't start playing football until that plane flew over Anfield. We need a plane to fly over Anfield to start playing football. I've never seen a football team rely so much on the fans. It's not professional. You might say the fans is a great part of the club, and it is. Why do we need fans to play football? We went the whole first half not playing football. I don't care what you say. We didn't create enough chances in the first half against Fulham. Fulham could have been about 3-0 up in that first half. At least 3 goals for them. If I reckon you could put Firmino in their team and he would have took some of their chances. I think they were that bad. It's so only Liverpool would go 84 games or 64 games unbeaten at Anfield and then lose 6 in a row. What other team does that? 64 games unbeaten at Anfield and then break records for our worst run and go 6 games in a row unbeaten at Anfield. I've never seen anything. My sleeping schedule is more consistent than this team. I've not gone to sleep before 2 a.m. in months. I don't know where it gets better from here. And if you're a betting man, do me a favor. If you're a betting man, go over to your betting app. Leipzig, we got Leipzig on Wednesday. 3-0 Leipzig. Do it. Do it. Trust me, you will make a lot of money. Even put a quid on it. 3-0 Leipzig, you're going to make your money.
Let me ask you a question, Sonny. This goes beyond injuries now, doesn't it? I mean,
100%. 100%. 100. Because this team, who have we lost to at Anfield then? We lost to Brighton. We've lost to Burnley. Fulham now. Man City, which is understandable. But 4-1 still not understandable. Who else did we lose to at Anfield?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, right. We are better than the teams we're playing against on paper. And if the Liverpool fans are saying the system runs through the whole club, then why aren't these players coming in and doing a good enough job? And really quickly, people who say Trent Alexander-Arnold is a bad defensive right back, welcome to the Nico Williams show. I've never seen a worse defensive right back in my life. This guy makes the opposition look like 2009 Barcelona. I don't know where it gets better from here. I don't know where it gets better.
Listen, I understand where you're coming from, and I've been saying it for 13 months now that Liverpool have been generating and producing problems. We've already won the league was the first excuse. The second excuse was we're already on the beach. The third excuse was our lack of pre-season. The fourth excuse was Van Dijk's injury, then Gomez's injury. Then we've had too many injuries, and like we've said, you should be beating Fulham. Regardless,
mate, we should be beating a lot of teams.
Yeah, the defeats to Chelsea and City in recent weeks, That's acceptable. That's Chelsea and City with hundreds of millions of pounds worth of players, top class coaches, and you're out of form and you have got injuries. But losing to Fulham and them man there, and I'm sorry to quote you, Mel, I had to. It's embarrassing. Ram, when are you going to wake up and smell the coffee that your club's got problems?
They've already got problems. I know they've got problems. This is something completely beyond the football pitch. His mentality is everything. Everything is wrong with, like, yeah, you could say injuries, but it's not really injuries. Not injuries. It's much more than that. You could say that maybe we couldn't keep up with Man City. You can blame injuries for not keeping up with Man City, but not for this. 6 games at home, and we lost all of them. It's something that I can't even.
Damn, where are you laying the blame here? Because for me, I get owners can take the blame at certain times, but when are you, and I'm calling you out specifically, and other Liverpool fans, going to start to call out Jurgen Klopp? Why?
I called him out. No, Terry. No.
Why?
Terry, wait. I've got receipts here where I've criticized Jurgen Klopp for playing this stupid 4-3-3. I've been saying it for the last couple of months. Play a 4-2-3-1. Play back to the time when you were at Dortmund. Play Dortmund tactics because it might work. I said this before, Terry, but I'm getting angry at you because of the whole Liverpool thing. But today, predictable FC is predictable, man. Come on. Play it out wide, cross it in. What is this, man? I thought today had a little bit of hope. 7 changes, maybe a switch up in the formation, but no, it's predictable. Same fucking shit every single week.
Okay, so why is nobody, again, I know you've criticized Klopp. What I'm saying is this, though. Same formation, same team, same tactics. Beyond the tactics, this is mental now. This isn't just about the tactics. This is a mental block. Why is Jurgen Klopp, who's regarded as the best manager in the world by Liverpool fans 12 months ago, why can he not get your team to turn things around?
Terry, mate, really quickly, hang on. Why Naldum was our captain last game? That's where it is. We need a player who's leaving this summer, and Jurgen Klopp puts him as our captain. I'm sorry to interrupt.
You know what you could have used today? You could have used the Wijnaldum assist. He hasn't got one in 3 years. Your team is so shit, and I love it. I warned all of you. I said Klopp has a downfall.
Here we go.
I told all of you. Yeah? I said at the start of the season when you lost one game, and I was like, is this the start of the downfall? I'm not sure. Oh, it's here, and it's not going anywhere. You, man, are going to hate this guy. Next season, he's not going to be there. He's gone. Your team's dead. You lost to Fulham. You're so bad. You're so bad. Loftus-Cheek came on. Your defenders were backing away from him, thinking, we're going to get the bottle to sack Klopp. Loftus-Cheek, he doesn't have a left leg. He's been injured so many times. Your defenders like, Loftus-Cheek's going to come. You made Cavallero look good. He can't kick a ball. You made Anderson look like freaking Maldini. You also made Christensen look like Maldini. You made everyone look like Maldini. Your team is dead. Can we now have a conversation about the worst champions of all time? Because it needs to happen. You're worse off than David Moyes' team.
All I'm saying
team.
Look how excited you are, yeah? Imagine trying to support your own team, bro. Grow up, innit?
What do you mean? I support my team.
Every single show, all you want to do is just
support my team. Of course, because I'm a rival. That's my job, bro.
That you're so invested in our team. Just grow up, bro.
Hey, it's my job.
Man. I'm not gonna lie. You think we don't know we're struggling at the moment?
Oh no! But last year I was hearing greatest Premier League team ever assembled. Everyone. We're top 5 Premier League teams ever made. We're amazing.
Our mouths, bro. Our mouths.
Go on, safe.
Last year we had a fantastic season. Are we going to be inflated by it? Of course we are. We had some great performances. Salah was scoring goals. We had such a great period at that time. After the Watford game, probably not the best period, but we looked over it because it was glazed with ice, because we saw that, look, we basically won the league at the moment. We didn't realize a downfall was coming. But now we're struggling. And obviously, I'm going to look at my team and criticize the team. Fam, I'm not going to lie. Arsenal are struggling at the moment. I don't come on every single show just to cuss Arsenal. Like,
Arsenal have been dead for years.
And I'm not going to lie.
Because their banter's gone.
I'm not going to spend every single show coming on the show.
But you don't understand. You don't understand. I said, Wijnaldum is dead. I was told he's world class. I said Thiago's going to be flop of the season. I was told I was crazy.
David, who are you speaking to?
No. Terry can back me on this. When I came out with Wijnaldum, everyone's like, He doesn't need to get goals and assists.
Who's
He's got
everyone?
the best front three in the world. When KJ brought up Firmino, everyone was like, "Oh no, Firmino's world class." When I said Mane last season was overperforming, everyone was like, "Nah, he's world class."
Guys, okay, I hear that. The banter's here. It's part of the Football Territory's rival chat. Safe, I want to ask you about today before we bring some more callers into this as well. We know what went wrong. There's no click. There's no spark. There's no togetherness. The mentality's gone. Why can he, what's Jurgen Klopp got to do, or why isn't Jurgen Klopp able to regalvanize your squad?
Do you know what? Looking at today, yeah, up till today, I've said Klopp's arrogance. And do you know what it is? You've seen, I think it's taken, 9 games for him to reassess his system, to reassess his formation. And realistically, this game, it wasn't even a reassessment of his tactical ability. He was just worried about the Leipzig game. Really, that's the thing. And to be honest, yeah, today, after that plane or whatever came over, that is the first time I've seen us play football since, I think, the Tottenham game. That is literally the first time. Even against Leipzig, we won, yeah? Didn't play football. Against Sheffield, didn't play football. Today was the first time I seen us play football and thought, you know what, we actually might get a goal. But you've got players on the pitch, yeah, like Gini Wijnaldum, yeah? And he's had a good period with Liverpool in the past. But right now, he's on the pitch and he looks like he doesn't even want to be there.
Oh, mate, watching Wijnaldum play is like playing FIFA with bad Wi-Fi. It's so slow.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And he's wearing the captain's armband. And you're like, bro, this guy doesn't even care about our club. He's talking about going to Barcelona, but you've got other people that are playing out their skin and he's walking on the pitch. And I'm not going to lie, Terry, my little brother pointed it out to me, yeah, from the 10th minute, he goes, watch Wijnaldum. Every time that guy gets the ball, Salah's running. You've got, who else was it? Shaqiri even trying to run forward. You've got Jota running forward. What should Wijnaldum do? Pick up the ball, look around,
give it to Alisson,
smoke a fag, and then pass the ball. Like, what is this guy doing, bro? We're trying to play fast football.
Do you know? Can I just add on this, Terry? Yeah? Do you know what I hate about this? The Gini Wijnaldum thing. We all know how good he is. We've seen him play for the Netherlands.
How good he was.
No. Even with the Netherlands, he plays like freaking Seedorf, bro. Yeah, he plays like Seedorf. I don't understand why Jurgen Klopp doesn't play him in that number 10. That number 10. Yeah. for the Netherlands, he plays like some next level G, bro.
Listen. I understand where you're coming from, Ram, but the reason it's going wrong is because the players are burnt out. And I'm not saying physically because of Klopp's tactics per se, but your team didn't rotate enough and it's past its best. And then you've had everything else that's come along with it at the same time. And it's knocks you for sick. We've got a lot of super chats I've got to do here. Then we've been sent through some exclusive footage from Liverpool. This one here says Liverpool have scored 1 goal in the Premier League at Anfield in 2021. Best champions ever, they said. And that's the level of the embarrassment there. It's that 1 goal in that whole time period is absolutely crazy. Well. Yeah, we had a few more that have come through super chats. This one is from M161 who says, if Arsenal can pull their finger out, they can finish above Liverpool now. Unacceptable mentality from the champions is what's said. WM says, David has a very annoying face. Please keep it at home. Please keep it home when you join the show. Don't quite get what that means, but okay. Thank you very much for the for that repo. With a thing here says mentality midgets. 7 changes was needed. Klopp needs to be asked some serious questions. Team sat back and we're still only crossing. Only Shaqiri seemed up for it. Red United here with a super chat says, Ram, thank you for not giving the injury excuses. You guys have had all your attackers, including Jota today. Your defenders are not your leading scorers. I kind of get what you mean.
By the way, that's our strongest attack, by the way. Firmino and Mane are not in our strongest attack.
At Liverpool, another super chat from Red United says, yes, last year you were great, but you can inflate your team and be disrespecting other teams like the treble winners and the Invincibles. Respect the history, and next 30 years when you win again, maybe we will be a little bit more respectful to you. There's another chat here. That was this one here. Sorry, I missed it. I couldn't put them all up on the screen because so many have come through. Ongolo Speak says, guy with the black cap, stop crying. You deserve the smoke. I think he's talking about man like Safe when he says that one there. Few more super chats, and then we've got some exclusive footage here from Liverpool. I don't buy into the injury excuse. Wenger used to play midfielders in defense due to injury I think that's meant to be, what's his name?
Marlon.
Marlon, that's the one. And Koscielny, and still maintain top 4. I swear Man United won a Premier League playing Michael Carrick at centre-back quite a bit. Manchester derby next to be knocked for Manchester. I don't know what you mean.
I think it's saying Manchester United to be knocked for 6.
Manchester United. Yeah, remember, I'm dyslexic. When you guys write things that are misspelt, my brain doesn't know whether you've misspelt it or whether my eyes are deceiving me. Thank you for all them super chats. We're going to bring more of the panel on soon, but we have some exclusive footage that's been sent in to us from this season's latest Liverpool documentary. Here we go. Had to be done. Number 6 on the bounce. We're going to throw some more callers in there. Conroy, I've done it to every club this season. If you're a Liverpool subscriber and that's going to make you unsubscribe, we don't need your weakness here. I've done it to my own club this season. If you're too weak to handle the banter, I'm not saying anyone on the panel is, please leave the football terrace because you ain't made for this. Conroy with us. Igawa is with us as well. Conroy, give me your thoughts, bro.
I know these are all like very energetic and angry, but I mean, we've done previews this week, and I think most of us said the best result was a draw. So I don't know where all the surprise is coming from. It's quite baffling to be honest.
There's no surprise.
These are all getting angry. You're blaming Gini Wijnaldum. Like, Gini's not great, but is that not the whole problem now? Liverpool fans, we just want to make excuses after every game. We talk about is excuses just hitting you now? A month ago, I said the excuses have to go out the window. Excuses FC on Twitter. That's just what we want to do. We want to clutch at straws. I mean, honestly, guys, all our predictions this week was a draw. A few said 1-0 to Fulham. So I really don't know where the shot's coming from. You're saying we played well when the sign went over. It's Fulham. Like, honestly, it's just... I can't... We make football seem like it's trying to get the Nobel Prize. It's actually not that difficult a sport to create something or even look like it. Shaqiri has a shot and we're like, we've played well. It's actually hilarious. It's... Honestly, we put crosses in the box, so the only team who doesn't utilise a number 9, fantastic. That's great. That makes sense. Just honestly, but I bet Manny hits the post with a header. It's never going in. But don't worry, I bet we'll count it as a chance later tonight. Because honestly, I just find it just hilarious, to be honest. We all seen that coming. And you know what? See what Terry's doing the 6 and that. You need to take it on the chin. I don't even think you can argue it. And see, fair play to David. I know what you're saying, Safe, but you just need to take it on the chin. You just need to take it on the chin because there's not much else for it. At times, you just need to take it.
Just get worked up in it. The game doesn't help. And the thing is, I know, like, even yesterday I said to you, Conroy, yeah, like, we're gonna lose the game, but I'm not gonna get surprised. But it's just, you know, you watch the game and you feel like, you know what? Maybe today we'll turn it around and just pick up a draw, even just beat Fulham or something like that. And today might be the day, yeah? And it's just and the thing is, yeah, if games were 30 minutes long, yeah, I could probably survive it. But 90 grueling minutes of that.
And how many chances do we create in 90 minutes? This is the problem as well. Honestly.
I'm sorry. How have you all gone into this game? It's Fulham. This is Fulham.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You've been watching. You've not been watching 10 minutes.
Do you know what I feel with this? I've listened to what Conroy said there. This is the thing, right? People you've just stopped playing because I think sometimes what we try to do as fans, we try to look for sort of the smoking gun, and we always want it to be kind of tactical or nuanced almost, I mean, like Igal did yesterday when it comes to Liverpool, like Arsenal. They want there to be a conspiracy where all the referees are coming together in a gang at the beginning of the season and saying, we are going to make sure Arsenal don't win football matches. It comes down to one simple thing with Liverpool. Their heads are gone. They have lost it's almost like they've lost the concentration to sort of win. You ever been in the gym and your mind's in full flow and you're working hard, you're banging out the weights, but then you might like get a text, someone wants you to go around their house tonight, or you might get chatting to someone for 10 minutes in the gym, and then you go back to it and you're like, oh, I've lost my psyche. I've almost lost my concentration to go and smash out the rest of the weights. I feel like Liverpool have just lost their appetite to try and win games. And that's why I'm looking at Klopp. His job is to turn that round.
You know, the word is Terry. You know, the word is Terry. It's no longer about complacency. It's about lack of motivation. They don't have any motivation. They went and they slapped Crystal Palace. They slapped Crystal Palace. They slapped Crystal Palace. Okay, it's motivation. You guys don't have motivation in this point. That's what the issue is. Realistically, you guys beat Crystal Palace. You guys beat Crystal Palace 7-something, and you guys thought, guess what? We're back. We're gonna win the league. But you know what? You overlooked the fact that you lost 7-2. You overlooked the fact that you've lost to Southampton, Fulham, Everton, Brighton, Leicester, Chelsea, Burnley, Man City. You've drawn to West Brom, Newcastle, Manchester United. I'm not even bantering you guys no more. With the team that you put out today, did you expect to win? Or did you expect to get a result from a team with Shaqiri in it, with the two Williams?
Shaqiri's better than Firmino.
Come on. Okay, and then let me finish. Also, you guys are talking about this team being the worst champions. Forget about that. They're not 6th, they're 7th, okay? At this point, you guys are what? You guys have a game in hand to get ahead of us, ahead of Tottenham, ahead of Aston Villa. You guys could drop even further down. I said on this show, I feel like this is the beginning of the decline, and you guys have lost the Anfield, the voodoo, the whole thing about Anfield being the home, the place where you guys can win games. Maybe fans have something to do with it, but your heads are gone. After you guys won that title, 30 years, you don't care anymore as much. And it can only get worse because you're 28 games into the season, you're 40-something points, 5 points away from Arsenal, 1 point away from Tottenham. Aston Villa have 2 games in hand, and they're only 3 points off you. I don't even know what to say at this point. We could overtake you at this point, honestly.
No, you will. I think you will. We are not going to win a game. Guys, you don't know how bad we are playing. It's actually horrendous. We're creating nothing. I can't see we're going to score. What do you mean, oh, come on? When have
you can beat West Brom.
I don't think we can.
Come on.
The formula is there, and it's not stopping. It's like they figured it out, and there's nothing else. And it's like, you know what, Agal? Do you know what? I remember I said to you, fair play to you, mate. You need to call it when you've got it wrong. I remember the Man City game, and I said, you know, psychologically at Anfield, I agree. I think it's gone. I think Anfield, if anything, I'm glad the second leg's in Budapest right now, because I think we'd guarantee bottle that in the second leg against Leipzig. We might have a chance now, but. Just honestly, Agal, fair play, mate. I think you've called that right. I think the Anfield one, maybe the fans have got something to do with it, but really that's not an excuse because the professional footballers at the end of the day.
Sorry, one sec, mate. You look at the league table here. Chelsea will probably win Monday night, which will put them on 51 points. Man United will be on 51 points regardless because we're probably going to lose City today. That's what we're on. That means Liverpool will be, 8 points? 8 points behind with 10 games to go. That's a 9-point swing over a 10-game period. And on current form, you're just not making the Champions League next year. What happens to Liverpool then? This is why I throw this out there. Winning the Champions League is going to be difficult this season because, quite frankly, there are better teams than you in the Champions League. Man City, Bayern Munich, just to name 2, plus 3 or 4 others I think are better than you. If you don't make the Champions League, how likely do you think it is that FSG and Liverpool are going to have the money to spend regardless to get you back to competing for a title again? You know, could this be a couple of years outside of the Champions League for Liverpool?
I think, Terry, what you said previously, I think we've spoken on another show about FSG's model, the way they see it. You might think it won't be maybe there's a better chance Klopp will walk away. But in me, if Liverpool will not make the Champions League, hopefully they don't make Europa League as well. I know a few fans agree with that. If they're not in the Champions League, they don't want the Europa League. I think with Liverpool, it's a case of what Klopp done the first time is they'll look to build in a couple of years and go for it again. Liverpool are not running away where they can just go out every year. I think we've maybe been given a bit of not false hope, but we've been performing at optimum level for the past 3 years, and I don't think we'll be able to continue that. So I think you could be right, Terry. I think it might be, I can't see FSG, unless I'm completely wrong and they have a big summer, but I would guarantee that the summer they were planning will have a lot to do with us getting the Champions League, and we'll not get the Champions League. It's not even an argument. If anyone in this panel thinks we're getting the Champions League, I don't know what you've been watching. I don't know what you've been watching.
Sonny, I mean, do you agree with that? One, I know you've already said you won't make the top 4. There was all this talk. In January about we're not going to spend big in January because we're going to go massive in the summer. That was what FSG kind of sold. Do you think an Mbappe, a Sancho, a Haaland, one of these big deals that has kind of been touted for a long time now, do you think that's even conceivable if you don't make the Champions League?
In a way, there's always a way that it could be, because we are Liverpool at the end of the day, just the name. But we won't finish in the Champions League. I can guarantee you that. We need to rebuild while Klopp's here, because whatever happens, when Klopp's gone, we are getting a downgrade of a manager. Whoever we get is a downgrade. If we rebuild while he's here, we can move on to the new manager with a good team. But if we leave it as it is now and just bring in the players who not really that Klopp wants, where are we going to be? It's going to be a downgrade. I don't think we have the right owners to do. I don't want to say another rebuild, because we've seen on the Klopp, it was a rebuild. But I think so much of that is down to Klopp, because you will not see another manager come in and bring the likes of Robertson, the likes of, or even the players we have now. If you look at our starting 11, look at them player for player. Thiago, when he came in, he's a completely different player to all of our midfielders, because Klopp's made these players into what they are. We don't have this sort of team where they're all individually like world-class players. That's always been the difference between us and Man City all the time. So once we get a new manager, it's a downgrade. We need to start the rebuild immediately this summer. And I don't know how we're going to do it with no Champions League, but we've got to find a way and spend money.
Do you think, Safe, this could end up being another 3 or 4 year period to get back to being one of the best teams in England again? Could it take that long?
Do you know, all this time, I thought, we'll bounce back next season. But today, and the last few games have shown me something else. And I think a lot of it relies on the business that we do in summer and kind of what mentality we go into next season with. I feel a lot of Liverpool fans, and the manager for that matter as well, have watched Liverpool's success recently. And it's kind of faded out everything around there. And all you do is just focus the light on Liverpool's success, and you start to forget all the stuff around it. This is the Premier League, best league in the world. You don't just make a blueprint and just sit at the top. Because anytime you think of something, there's a team on the other side thinking another way to break that down. And that's kind of what happened with Liverpool. We stuck with one mentality, not realizing that we just have to keep updating that because teams are going to come for us. And that's what's been a big reason for our downfall at the moment. And I feel that if we do the right signings, really, we don't need an Mbappe right now. He'll be fantastic. And of course, you'll never say no to an Mbappe. But you need the right sort of guy who's going to...
Have we got time for those right signings? Because we know that what Klopp can make a play. He won't be here that much longer.
You think Klopp's going to go soon?
Well, it's definitely possible.
I think Klopp needs to be sacked, personally.
Oh, sorry.
No. All of you are going to sit here and be like, oh, it's just a Chelsea fan trying to take the piss. No, I have seen this happen. I've seen this happen with this exact manager, all right? You'll be like, oh, no, he's won us leagues. It's fine. We'll keep him. We'll get back. No, it just gets worse. It literally, all it does is get worse. And I know Sonny's saying, oh, yeah, if we get rid of, when Klopp leaves, we get a downgrade. I don't think that's true. I think a peak Klopp, I think that's true, except for one manager in the whole world. I think
a Klopp's now about 3 years though.
A peak Klopp, one manager I think is better than him. But a Klopp when he's after his peak and he's dropping, there are numerous managers you could get that would improve your team. And as Terry says all the time, like sometimes something new is better, is like its own break itself. Because I feel like your team needs a whole new revamp. Because right now you're just down. It's just going down.
It's past down. In the ground now, David. In the ground. We've already hit rock bottom.
What's interesting about what David's saying, though, is I think most Liverpool fans will say we need to do I agree with what both Safe and Sonny have said around. You want to start this rebuild with Klopp because he's the best manager out there. And I don't think you're going to lose every single home game between now and the end of the season. You will win games.
Oh, I think we might.
I don't know, Terry, genuinely.
Terry, I don't know, man.
But the start of next season is important because if the start of next season, let's just say you're opening 10 games, you lose 3, draw 3, win 4, and the mood hasn't changed, I wouldn't be surprised if Jurgen Klopp got sacked. Because there comes a point where it's not even about the quality of the manager. There just comes a point where things can break down and a change is as good as a rest. And it's not, and we've seen it happen to so many managers in the past where it just, look, Claudio Ranieri, did something, did one of the most amazing achievements ever in the Premier League, one of the most successful managers in Leicester's history, but it still fell apart for him. And it still got to a point where everybody was just like, just done now. It's run its course, and Klopp's been there for like nearly 5 years, 6 years. That's in any standard, in any history, in any kind of era of football. 5 to 6 years at a club as manager is long term. I just that Fergie, Wenger, and a bit of Kerbishley at Charlton kind of skew people's mindsets. Like 5 to 6 years is a long bloody time at a football club. Anita here says celebrating 6 European trophies, 6 home defeats in a row. Here's a super chat donating it to FSG and co. A bit of salt there, a bit of banter there from the Queen Anita. Then another super chat that coming from Shadman. It says Liverpool got lucky with the Coutinho scout and were able to fund other important positions to build the squad. If there is a talk of rebuild again, say bye to Salah or Mane or even Trent.
Trent ain't going.
Yeah, I don't think Trent will go, but that's actually a really good point being made there. Maybe, just maybe. And what do you think of this, Safe? Do you think that actually it may take a couple of stars to be sold to raise the money to rejuvenate?
Realistically, yeah, because especially I don't think I want Salah to stay at the club because I know he's got the capability of being a great winger, but his agent tweeting stuff like he did is unnecessary when Salah came off. Whatever's happening between the player and the manager stays between the player and the manager. You, as his agent, don't need to come out on Twitter and do stuff like that. And that's going to cause issues in the changing room and to the wider fans like us. And I feel that stuff like that is going to push them to sell. And you've got to think FSG are a very business-orientated, like ownership sort of company, because I feel that if they have to sack Klopp, there's going to be a big payout. If I'm not wrong, it's over 30 mil or something like that. So realistically, I think they're going to look at making investments into the team as opposed to sacking Klopp for a money reason, because as soon as they sack Klopp, they're going to have to get a new manager, sign him in, and they might have to be in a position where they're going to lose for a long time before they start earning. And they might go into that cycle where they're sacking him, getting managers in and out. And I feel that rather than
penalty to Man United in the opening 37 seconds. Penalty to Man United.
I'll let you have your moment.
Oh, it's a penalty. I really ain't going to be able to concentrate too much on this stream. So you were making great points there. Definite foul. Definite foul.
He's lost his head. His head's gone.
Yeah, he treads on his foot. He treads on his foot. Oh, no. It's a penalty to Man United 1 minute in.
His head's gone.
It's going to end up being a consolation goal.
Less 30 seconds behind, so it's literally just kicked off.
Yeah. Man United get their consolation goal first. I don't know, I don't know.
Oh, the goals already happened, you know that.
Shut up.
I'm joking.
Someone did that to me the other day, and I was like, that can't be true, because I'm watching it on Sky, and it's just...
Oh my God, he's missed. He's missed. Oh my God.
He's going to mute everyone.
I was a bit...
I am joking. I haven't seen it.
Here, someone says, here he is. This is Terry the fan. Yeah, I can't help myself. Hang on a minute. It's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's good! It's Bruno in a top 6 game! In a top 6 game! What are you saying there? What are you saying there, you mug? Top 6! Fernandes! Here we go! Come on, United! Yes! Yes! Come on! Yes! Right, back to Liverpool.
Okay.
Hang on. Who conceded it?
Jesus, mate. Some footballers are brainless, aren't they? They actually are.
Yeah,
like,
I
genuinely.
wanted to get on that point.
Who conceded the penalty?
When you said
Jesus. Oh.
Harry, do you know what? It's nice to just see people happy on a football show. I haven't seen a happy person on a football show.
No, it's not.
He's got this.
Now look at him. Look at him. Little one.
Tell everyone what Daddy's got to do.
Get by down.
Yeah, you want to get down? You telling Daddy to be quiet? She's coming here. She's like, be quiet, be quiet. What do you guys think of a tracksuit? What do you think of the tracksuit?
Very nice.
Oh, that's
Very nice.
Give me a kiss. All right, you go run and play. Shut my door for me. Daddy's busy. Daddy's at work. There we go, guys. We're going to talk.
I was going to say something about the Salah point before you move on. I said this point at the beginning of the season that Liverpool need to sell one of their big boys in order to compete and continue to reinvest in the squad. And I was laughed off by Ram and others. So now when people are saying this to you, Ram, you have to realize it was not salt, it was not banter. Literally, you guys, the only way you guys made the money to get to the level you guys are now.
Who'd you look at as a big boy now?
What?
In this squad right now, who'd you look at as a big boy? to sell.
I'll look at the guys who were competing for Ballon d'Ors and stuff like that, like Mo Salah and Mane and Van Dijk and those guys.
Mane.
Obviously, you're not gonna sell all of them. You're gonna have to sell either Mane or Mo Salah, or you have to look and try to reinvest that money into the team so you can get more goals from the midfield and get another attacking player. The strength that Liverpool has is they used to recruit very well. When they got Thiago Alcantara, that went away from their model of recruiting players that have room to grow and becoming better players. That
we shouldn't do that anyway.
No. That to me was showing that you guys have changed and you guys were looking at the short term and not the long term. And that to me is where things started to go downhill. Because if you guys did do your proper analysis, you would have went and got a Basuma this summer and spent the extra 20 million instead of getting Thiago Alcantara. I'm not saying Basuma's better. I'm just saying it's not the way Liverpool used to do their business.
Well, he is performing better. But.
Guys, listen, we're going to be back after the Man United game. We'll talk more Liverpool and everything else later, just because I can't concentrate anymore. So everybody who's tuned in, a massive thank you to each and every single one of you. Until next time, smash the like button. Get this past 1,000 likes, and we'll see you all again soon. Peace!
alone.